Hi guys, the Snow Rabbit here with a Bronze Age, Silver Age haul video. These are comics that I picked up over the last month or two, and it contains a few keys which I'm really proud of to have in my collection, so let's get started. The first one is the Tomb of Dracula magazine #1. I believe this came out after the regular series ended, and it gave Marvel an opportunity to write more adult themed Dracula stories, and I love that cover. For the House of Secret fans, the House of Secrets 140, which features the origin of Patchwork Man. Man-Bat #2, I've got issue #1, there was only 2 in the series, so that at least closes that off for me. Detective Comics 453, nothing special, I just got it cheap. Cobra #1. The main reason I picked this up was that Jack Kirby drew and wrote the first issue of this series. He didn't write any of the other issues, but the first issue he definitely wrote it and drew it, and I could have included it as part of my Kirby haul, but I decided to keep it as part of this haul. Issues are pretty cheap, so if you see them, pick them up, can't go wrong. So issue #1, issue #2. Kirby only drew the first issue. #3, #4, #5, 6, and issue 7 is the final of the series, but I believe the story continues elsewhere, so I'll have to track that down. Next one is The Mighty Isis. Now, The Mighty Isis was a spin-off from the Shazam TV series, and I was in love with Isis, and Wonder Woman, but I loved Isis, so I was surprised when I came across this and I picked it up. So this is issue #1. Next one is Adventure Comics 338, featuring Baby Legion. I just love the cover, and it's Silver Age, and I got it cheap. Another one I picked up cheap was Jimmy Olsen 97. Jimmy Olsen 157 with art by Nick Cardy. He's a great artist, and that's a cool cover. Brave and the Bold 107, featuring Batman and Black Canary. Now, when I was growing up, this version of Batman is the one that always stays in my mind when I think of Batman. That by Jim Aparo and Neil Adams, that's the Batman I grew up with. The TV show, yeah, okay, but for me, this was the ultimate Batman. Batman and Swamp Thing, which is Brave and the Bold 176. A bit of a Swamp Thing kick lately, so I picked that up. Brave and the Bold 200. Now, this is a key issue featuring art by Dave Gibbons, but the main reason why it's key, it's the first appearance of the Outsiders. So if you guys see this cheap, pick it up, you can't go wrong. Picked up Vigilante issue 17 and 18. Now, the main reason I picked it up is that I'm on a bit of a Alan Moore kick lately as well, and I'm keen to pick up some old Alan Moore stuff. DC Comics Presents #26 is the first appearance of the new Teen Titans, and I love the new Teen Titans, and I've been dying to get this issue. Finally have it in my hands, got it for cheap. It's the Pence variant, but I don't care. It's now part of my collection, and I'm proud to have it as part of my collection. It also obviously contains a Superman and Green Lantern story drawn by Jim Starlin, so you can't go wrong with this, and I'm really proud to have that as part of my collection. DC Comics Presents 85, Superman and Swamp Thing, written by Alan Moore. I believe this was before he did Swamp Thing. I'm not sure. I can't remember now. I'm making it up. But anyway, I'm glad to have that as part of my collection. Action Comics 583. Another story by Alan Moore. I had the other part of this story, but I just didn't have this one, so I'm glad to have that. Superman Annual number 11, featuring the Watchmen team of Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons. Another issue I've been dying to get. I'm not the biggest Superman fan, but man, I wanted this badly and I finally got it. Now, the new Inferior 5 issue number 10. Now, I don't usually buy silly comics. I mean, I don't mind fun comics or funny comics, but don't usually buy stupid comics or silly comics, and this is one of them. The main reason why I got it is on the cover. This is a DC book. On the cover, you can see Spider-Man, Human Torch, Mr. Fantastic, The Thing, and Namor. And guess what? They make an appearance inside the book. So that's the main reason why I picked it up. I thought that's really bizarre, and I had to have it as part of my collection, and I got it cheap. So keep an eye out for that, guys. It's interesting. I don't know the significance of it. I need to do a bit more research on it, but I thought that was really cool. Ragman number 1 by Joe Kubert. Great cover. Fantastic cover. Secret Origins number 1, which reprints of the origin stories of Superman, Flash, and Batman. I got this as part of a bundle, or as part of a lot, so which included Commandy number 1 and the following issue, Tarzan of the Apes 207 by Kubert. I thought I'd never own this, but I'm glad I do now. Also picked up DEADMAN starring in Strange Adventures. What number? It's 214, with art by Neil Adams. I don't have much in the way of Neil Adams stuff, which is a shame. I've been trying to track some down, but it's very expensive. But I got this for cheap, so I had to have it as part of my collection. Plus, I love DEADMAN. Spectre number 9. Another great issue. I think the cover might be by Nick Hardy. Yeah, I think it's by Nick Hardy, but it contains a story drawn by Bernie Wrightson. So that was the main draw card for me. I mean, I like the Spectre anyway, but that sold it for me, and I absolutely love it. Swamp Thing number 9 from the first series. I'm keen to track some more of these down. Swamp Thing number 14. Those covers are just awesome. The Inhumans number 7. Nothing special, but it's the Inhumans. I love Black Bolt. I love the Inhumans. I love every appearance they have with other characters in their titles. I always thought they were special when they turned up. Skull the Slayer number 1. I only got it because it's an issue number 1. I only got it because I got it cheap. Next one is Omega the Unknown. I managed to track down the entire run, which is awesome. This is a very underrated series, and I think it may be something. I think somebody may have mentioned it before. I think a story that, or concept ahead of its time. Check it out if you can. It is actually fantastic. So I've managed to track down all of them. So issue 1, issue 2, issue 3, featuring Electro, issue 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Now, this story continues in some issues of Defenders, but it wasn't written by Steve Gerber, the creator. I need to track those down as well. I think it's 2 issues in Defenders, so I need to track those down. Howard the Duck, number 2, also written by Steve Gerber, or created by Steve Gerber. Number 3, number 4, number 5, and the annual number 1, Howard the Duck. Also keen to complete this series, supervillain team up. I know it's nothing special or groundbreaking here, but I love Doctor Doom, and with Submariner, you can't go wrong. So, number 2, number 11, and the giant size number 2. I've got giant size number 1 coming, so can't wait to get that. Some early Ghost Rider number 12 and 13. I'm keen to also finish this series off. The Frankenstein monster, number 13. 15, 16, 17, and 18. Now they were the pence variants, but I didn't care, and I got them cheap, so I really can't complain about that. Adventure into Fear 15, featuring the Man-Thing. I'm keen to track more Man-Things down. Actually, that didn't sound quite right, but anyway, you know what I mean. Man-Thing number 8. Number 10. And 21. Giant Size Chillers, featuring The Curse of Dracula, issue number 1. This is also the first appearance of Lilith, Dracula's daughter. So I've been trying to find this for ages and managed to find a copy of it for a reasonable price. Chamber of Darkness number 5. Now, that is a Jack Kirby cover, and it also contains a Jack Kirby story. So again, I could have included that as part of my Jack Kirby haul, but I just wanted to show this off. Chamber of Darkness number 5. Keep an eye out for it, guys, if you're a Kirby fan. Chamber of Darkness number 7. The main reason why I bought this was Bernie Wrightson drew the cover, and he also provides a story. So that's fantastic. I love it. Doctor Strange 182. This was a very unusual Doctor looking strange Doctor, I meant to say. But it also features Juggernaut, one of my favourite X-Men villains. So Juggernaut, not Juggernaut. Oh my god, what? Must be getting late. So, love that. Doctor Strange. Captain Marvel 20, another character I really like. This one's drawn by Gil Kane, another great artist, so I had to pick that up. Captain America and the Falcon, featuring you-know-who, Spidey. Love the cover. Hated the Falcon's outfit, but I love the Falcon, so great issue to have. Daredevil 61, again featuring some villains that I like. Mr. Hyde, Cobra, and the Jester. So, love it. Daredevil. Picked up the power of Warlock. I like Warlock, and I like Captain Marvel. So I saw these cheap, I had to pick them up. So this is number 2, art by Gil Kane, I believe. Yes, well, definitely on the cover is Gil Kane. Number 3, I believe he did the interiors as well. I should have checked that. Number 4, number 5, featuring the man called Doom, and I believe that is supposed to be Dr. Doom. Haven't had a chance to read it yet. Warlock number 13. This is Jim Starlin. Conan the Barbarian 21. Any Barry Windsor Smith Conan I'll pick up. Actually, this is the only one I've got in terms of originals. I've got lots of reprints, but this is my original one, so glad to have that in 21. Conan the Barbarian 100. Love that cover. That was a great run of Conan. Sonya, Red Sonya I should say, number 1. Love Red Sonya. Glad I've got this. Now, the next 2 books I found in the bookshop a few hours drive away from here, and I got them for $1 each. I'm trying to complete the run on Iron Fist. This is a pence variant of Iron Fist number 4, but they also had number 14. I couldn't believe it. I saw it for $1, bought it straight away. It's not in the greatest condition, but you know what? I just want to have. I'm glad I've got it in my collection. I've got another copy of it. I thought this was going to be an upgrade. It's a slight upgrade, but I don't really care. The fact that I've got it, I've got 2 copies. I'm wrapped. So that's my haul for this time round. Hope you like it, and I'll see you guys next time.